too. Knows about the grind. Yeah, the bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. What's up? 101. How you doing, Nasties? Welcome to EST Afternoons, Edmonton Sports Talk, live from the William Huff Studios. It's Zach Koob Salas. How you doing out there? Beautiful Friday afternoon. Great song to come into, eh? Eddie Murphy. What didn't he do in the 80s?
Nothing.
He was a stand-up.
From all accounts, nothing. Actually, Charlie Murphy got up to a lot, too. Those... Some of his stories on Chappelle's show.
Oh, the best.
Oh, my gosh, they're funny.
The best. Good stuff.
Yeah, okay. You get to this. Yeah.
Someone's asking if the video is working. Are we live? Are you there? Nasties? Hello? No? Yeah, I think we're good. Welcome to EST Afternoons. Hit us up on the River Korean box, 780-218-9999. Always hit us up on the Nasty Chat. Slam that thumbs up. Let's get to 100. We're on a nice little streak. If we do it today, that's 10 straight days of 100 thumbs up. Let's tee up the show, my friend. Lots of Oilers conversation. They lose in overtime last night to the Winnipeg Jets. Overall, a pretty good game for the Oilers. But the big news of the day and of last night, McDavid injured. Knobloch announces out at least a week. So some guys are going to have to step it up. Of course, we'll get to F1. Big sprint race coming up. Practice qualifying for the sprint race. Mr. Sir Lewis impressed for sure. Wow, can't wait to talk about that. March Madness underway, day 2. And of course, Zach to the Future and DVD, our good buddy from NHL.com, Derek Van Diest at 2:20. Zach to the Future. I don't know if we're going to do it at 1:40 or 2 o'clock yet. I haven't decided, Hawk.
It's your show. I'm just living in it.
Well, it's our show.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I just heard you saying, I'm not doing it unless my name's first, Dusty. And Dusty asked me, hey, are you okay with that, Gager? I said, hey, look, it's fine. If this guy wants...
Is my name first? I don't think it is.
If you know exactly whose name's first.
Come on. No.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, well, we can change
that was
it.
I had to sign the waiver.
Oh, wait. Has Hernan colored his hair? What? No. So
Do you have product in there?
Yeah. So yes.
Okay. Yeah,
no. Wait. So yesterday after the show, I had to go buy some stuff at Shoppers, and I was looking for my hair product. I can't find it anywhere, and it's nothing expensive. It's not like Swedish hair cream that Tom uses. So I had to buy something different, and I tried it today because I don't like wearing hats too much, like every day. So I did my hair today, but I haven't dyed it or anything. Like I have a lot of white in it still.
Oh,
maybe it's the camera. I don't know.
No, it looks good.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
It looks like you were in the wind tunnel at Aston Martin.
It looks darker, Corey B says.
Yeah, maybe it's it looks good.
Maybe it's the camera. I don't know.
That's fine.
All right, guys.
Look, for the Follically Challenged, I'm envious of any type of hairstyle. So
again, we got to bump these numbers up, viewers, downloads. So let's go. Apple, Spotify, just hit the follow button on EST Afternoons and every show here at Edmonton Sports Talk. If you're sitting with someone right now and they're like, "What are you watching?" You say, "I'm watching Edmonton Sports Talk, EST Afternoons." Grab their phone, go on YouTube, give us a thumbs up, and let them watch us.
And go on to all their podcast apps and find us and hit subscribe.
Yes, please. Sobe Kirk says, are we going to see Hernan and Gage at Azúcar this weekend? No.
At where?
Azúcar. It's a Spanish club. You go dancing. No, I think Gage and I are past those days, eh?
Yeah, no, it's used to be, I'm 25 cents. You can't find me in the club.
I'm 10 cents. Yeah, I know. My Hernan's dancing days are over. Well, I'll probably dance in Mexico. How can you not? You're on vacation with a margarita in your hand and a dart.
Our great Jay Milne showed me. I didn't see it last night. Strutty with an epic Struttyism when Gene asked him about the power play, and I believe Struddy referred to the Oilers' power play without the usual suspects is the same as Bob Stauffer on the dance floor. Uncomfortable.
Yeah. Bob took some digs at Struddy too.
Oh, I know. He talked about the hands. I saw that one.
Yeah.
Bob better watch it.
Yeah. Struddy one day is just going to give him an elbow.
Well, trust me, Struddy could turn those glasses Bob wears into contacts. So,
Giancarlo, Hernan, can you dance and smoke at the same time?
That's the only way he does dance. Stop it. There's a drink in one hand and a smoke in the other.
Not if I have to twirl the GF though. You know, when salsa dancing, like
you
yeah.
salsa?
Oh yeah, I'm very basic.
Yeah,
like she's way better than I am.
No way.
Yeah, but I can still hold my own. Like I can carry a beat and stuff.
Oh.
So
I always thought of doing that with my old lady.
Dance lessons.
Yeah.
They're like salsa, bachata, and stuff. They're it's real fun. So at Nate, when I was in radio and television, we had to do like a video of something that like out of our comfort zone. So I decided to do salsa lessons because I'm kind of shy and awkward.
Mm-hmm.
So I signed up for salsa lessons and I brought my buddy with me to film me. Oh my, it was the best workout I've ever had. Like the arms and it was so funny because my buddy was there to film it. He ended up dancing more than I did. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So it was pretty funny, man.
That's
but
awesome.
yeah, if you ever want to do salsa lessons, man, it's a good time, man.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to like, all inclusives out to Mexico or Punta Cana or wherever you go. So, I mean, you should be able to dance.
No. I maybe I was more confident back in the day. Like back in the day, I used to like venture out on the dance floor by myself.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You a better dancer than Struddy?
Oh, definitely.
I saw him dance at Hallie's wedding and
it's awful.
It was
Sorry, Struddy. It's not great, but
he's a beauty though.
But it's a presence that he's a big man.
Like he went on the dance floor because they played ABBA.
Yeah,
and he danced by himself, and he did a show. It was unreal.
That's the move.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That was a good wedding. Tommy danced.
Really?
Oh yeah, I danced. Max Bezuzo, you can't spell Salas without salsa.
I guess not.
Guess not. Hernan salsa. Take me back when I used to get bullied in elementary. That's what they would call me.
I was thinking because next year is the last year for my daughter at her dance studio, right? Grade 12. So I was thinking of maybe because at the year end there might be something that I can do to really make her feel uncomfortable, or she's doing something. Maybe I come out there.
Yeah, because parents sign up to do like a show?
Because
my sister did that. Yeah.
So maybe we get some of the dads out there. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. Okay, I have a favor to ask. We have Zach to the Future coming up. I'm one question short. So whoever wants to give me a question, 80s, 90s, pop culture, movies, music, sports, send it to Hernan at edmontonsports.com. I need one more question for Zach to the Future, and I need your help. It was a late night last night, Gager.
Oh, you were here.
Yeah. So if you'd like to help Hernan and Gager for Zach to the Future, send that now. Hernan at edmontonsportstalk.com. Make it a fun one, and let's go. Hopefully someone will send one in. All right.
I always feel a little bad for you because I know you're here alone. Stuff.
Well, you don't feel that bad
I
because you
do.
never come and hang out with me.
Well, no, I'm busy. Like, I show up sometimes. I've been known to show up.
Well, you showed up on Saturday. It was great to meet Liliana.
Yeah. You never met her before?
Yeah, no, I haven't. Yeah. I think she's the first member of your family I've met.
Really?
Yeah, I've never met your wife or her son yet.
There's a reason for that.
Well,
too much Latino heat. I want to stay married here, buddy.
When you have us over in the summer for a barbecue, we'll meet the whole family.
Perfect.
Baggio says, Hernan, you look like Lou Diamond Phillips with that look.
In what show?
Yeah. La Bamba?
What other? Oh, Young Guns?
Stand and Deliver?
He had long.
You remember is it Stand
and Deliver?
It's a true story. With the Mexican teacher that gets all his class to graduate.
Yeah. That's a
with I can't remember the actor. He's really good though. Lou Diamond Phillips has been a lot.
Yeah, tons. Sometimes, yeah. No, he hasn't been in a lot lately, though. But he's older now.
Who was the goal? Oh, okay. Corey B. Email it to me. I don't think Koob would know that anyway. You know who the goalie in Youngblood was?
Yes.
Say his name.
You're not going to use it?
No. He said email.
Neo. You don't know who.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
He used to play he was a goalie when he played hockey growing up, right?
He had a great story I read when he first moved out to LA and trying to become an actor. And there were a bunch of kids playing street hockey out on the street. And he used to just go out there and play street hockey with everybody. He's a solid dude.
Oh, yeah.
Never, like, one of the richest actors on the planet. Still takes the subway. No entourage.
Well, he had that meme where he's like, I'm at the point in my life when if you say 1 + 1 is 5, sure.
Yeah.
I have it. I'm not arguing with
God, I
you.
love that guy, man.
I wish we could all
I mean,
have
one
that.
of the, watching him in Youngblood, because he's doing the forward backwards and he goes down and up. And I did that tons as a kid after watching that. You know, it was so cool.
That's awesome.
Probably the reason I got to the NHL. Thanks, Keanu.
That's what got you there, eh? That pushed you over the edge.
Yeah, I wanted to do that.
We're having some nice bubbles. Watermelon.
You like that one?
They're good.
I like the
I
watermelon.
don't think I've found. I don't think I've had a flavor that I don't like.
No, I like them all. My favorite, and it's seasonal, is the coconut pineapple one. I think it tastes like a pina colada.
Will you have a margarita tonight?
Probably.
Yeah. I'm probably going to have some vino.
Okay.
Maybe I'll send you a picture of me having.
I'll send you, okay. Pass out on the floor with a dart in your mouth, shirt off.
No.
That'd be good. Yeah, I sent you the pictures of the margaritas I had last week.
They look great, man.
Yeah. I got to get find the black salt for the rim. I don't usually salt my rim, but maybe I will tonight. It looks cool, right?
Okay, I'm getting a lot of questions for Zach to the Future. Email them, please. Hernan at edmontonsportstalk.com because Zach can see all these and he can cheat.
Yeah.
Not unlike you, Hernan.
I don't cheat.
During heat and smoke that one time.
Interesting shirt. Where'd you pick that thing up?
From the Nike store. It's actually a throwback 90s shirt, actually.
I was going to say, it's kind of Andre Agassi-ish. Eh?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like the floor of a bowling alley.
Yeah, I would say that's Andre, peak Andre. Wow, he was
it's a great shirt.
He was good. I was a Pete Sampras guy, though.
Were you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but Andre, have you read his book? I think I have it.
No.
His biography.
Oh,
one of the best sporting biographies out there.
Really?
You got to read that one. Yeah.
Better than Bo Jackson's?
I haven't read Bo Jackson.
Oh, I have that one. It's fantastic.
Okay. But Andre, he is so open with everything. Man, that's such a good book. So good.
Someone sent in a picture, pineapple coconut sparkling water for you.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
It's and you can't find it. Next time that's out, or if someone sees it out at a location, let me know because.
See, you like coconut water.
Yeah, it's fine.
I have a whole 1 liter at home waiting for me.
Gross. No, it's fine. It was good. Koob knocked it out of the park that day when he brought us coconuts.
Yeah, that one was really good.
That was good.
Yeah, that was really tasty.
Yeah.
All right, no one submitted a question for Zach to Feed. Thanks, guys. We got time. Here we go. I got a few. Yes. You guys are awesome. That's why we love our nasties. We should probably get to Oilers news, eh?
I guess. Good game.
Yeah, they played well, man.
Yeah, that was a good game.
You know what I liked in the third period? They knew McDavid wasn't coming back. They all stepped up.
Yeah, it's like
they did though.
When I watch sometimes, and and when we were talking about McDavid, Draisaitl come out. This is all you want as a player to be counted upon to make a difference. And I wrote this down in my notes when I was watching the game last night. It was one of the top one was, this is a good thing, to go into next game without your big dogs, and all of a sudden there's, you're looking at the guy next to you to do something, and you're taking it upon yourself to be a difference maker. Look, they're both supposed to be out a week, right? So when
it's
usually
3 games,
and maybe it's a fault of mine, but when someone tells me something, I usually believe them. But if that's the case, this lines up so good for your team, having your 2 stars out of the lineup and everyone else having to raise their level, raise their game, and hopefully have some success and gain some confidence and realize that, you know what? Why what's that thing that was it Tippett that told Leon? Like, you don't have to be the second best player. Be the best player.
Best. And he has.
And that was probably one of the greatest things that he was ever told, playing on a team with Connor McDavid, because at night, on a lot of nights, he is the best player. So now, be the best player on the ice. Why can't Ryan Nugent-Hopkins be the best player on the ice? Why can't Janmark be the best player on the ice? I
love Janmark.
Do it. I think this is, I know there was some panic reading social media and Oilers fans, but look, this can be one of the best things that could ever happen to the Edmonton Oilers, especially at this point in time of the season. And those guys come back, 10 games left, whatever it is, a little bit more, and then you just start rolling.
That's what I said. I said every forward on this team right now should be so excited with this opportunity because, like I told Tommy on Oil Stream, 2-3 of these guys are not going to be in the starting lineup come game 1 of the playoff. So this is your time to shine, to show the coaching staff, hey, this is what I can bring come game 1. And I love it. I listen, I said it. This is a blessing in disguise, I think, for this team, because now they got to come together. They got a lot of guys are having down years, Joaquin, a lot of guys. This is your chance to turn it around and help this team and go out there and say, oh, we lost because we don't have Connor. No, go out there and compete, man. I think as long as you're in there giving a great effort and you're honed in on the details, you're playing the right way, the fan base is going to be happy. Because that third period yesterday showed me that this team can't compete without those 2 guys. They can. That was the best team in the league they played against.
Yeah. And they beat the best goalie a few times, right? That's... Yeah.
I mean, the first goal on Hellebuck, if Skinner lets that in, he's getting destroyed. Yeah. Because that was an awful goal.
Terrible. But you know what? It was an awful goal to allow, but the only reason was because Connor Hellebuck wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you? Take the safeties off. A shot from anywhere quickly, and unexpected, catch any goalie off guard.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's good. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We'll continue to talk about the Oilers being without their 2 big stars. We're also I have a few questions for Gager regarding the game and looking ahead as well. We're going to talk about the power play and all that fun stuff. Keep the messages coming to the Nasty Chat. Keep the thumbs up as well. The afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the Kitchen Restaurant. All you can eat prime rib buffet for just $49.99 every Sunday from 4 to 10 p.m. Hit us up on that River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999. I'm getting some questions in here for Zach to the future, some good ones. And if I don't use it today, I'm going to save them for next week because there's some really, really good ones. But one person sent in the question but didn't give me the answer. I guess I could look it up, but I'm just being really lazy. It's Friday, man. Hernan's mailing it in.
Oh, yeah.
Hernan is definitely mailing it in.
It's 2 hours away from smokes and red wine.
Okay, it's 1:20. You're not wrong. It's 1:20. If by 1:40 we're at 60 thumbs up, we'll do Zach to the future at 1:40. If not, it'll go in the second hour. We're back here on EST Afternoons after the break. Here's our guy Koob with your sports update.
According to Oilers head coach Chris Knobloch, Leon Draisaitl, and Connor McDavid will not play tomorrow against the Kraken, saying both players might miss up to a week. McDavid undergoes an MRI later today after he left the second period of last night's game with a lower body injury, while Draisaitl's ailment is undisclosed. And the lone game in the NHL has Columbus on the road in Pittsburgh. And from Lethbridge, the Oil Kings have puck drop with the Hurricanes, while Moose Jaw faces Swift Current and Seattle visits Spokane, having 9 WHL games on tap. And there's madness on the court. 2 games wrapped up. 9th seed Baylor upset 8th-ranked Mississippi State. Right now, there's 3 games live. Iowa State holds Lipscomb 71-48. 3 minutes left in the game, and top seed Duke is in action against Mount St. Mary's. They lead 13-4 early in the first half. 10 games dot the NBA slate. Cleveland meets Phoenix. The Nuggets and Trailblazers tip off before the 76ers battle the Spurs. In spring training, Jays are leading the Phillies 9-3 at the top of the 7th. This sports update is brought to you by Gimme Virtual Golf. Step into a whole new golfing experience with 240 unique courses for you to play, featuring innovative technology that automatically tees the ball up for you while replicating real-life ball lies, shifting the ball in 24 different directions. Gimme Virtual Golf, where innovation meets the game. Visit their website at gimmevirtualgolf.ca. Highlights, lowlights brings us back on the other side of the break here on EST Afternoons. I'm Zach Koob Kubusch.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
It's time for a wing throwdown at the Canadian Brewhouse. Fuego Verde versus Honey Blaze. Who's got the best flavor? Come taste the heat and get your wing fix anytime. Plus 69-cent wings all day Wednesdays. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Take your career to the next level with Nate's Construction Leadership and Supervision Program, a perfect tool for professionals looking to advance their role or an organization needing to develop leaders. Learn more about safety supervision, scheduling, cost control, and most importantly, how to lead a team. For more information and to register, visit nate.ca/CLSP to take your career to another level.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Love is in the air. I love you. And you? And you? And you! Why choose between your beloved items? Sentinel Storage, keeping your treasures safe to be loved again. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
$125. Welcome back to EST Afternoon. We will not talk about what we were talking about in the break. It's Joaquin, Gage, Hernan Salas, and Zach Koob here. So I said 60 thumbs up by 140 to get Zach to the future in the next segment. We got 4 thumbs up.
Oh, nice.
All right. That just goes to show you how much you're enjoying Zach to the Future segment. Oh, if you're listening, it's iHeart, TuneIn, radio apps, EdmontonSports.com. All you have to do, guys, just come over to YouTube real quick. Takes about 20 seconds. Open it up, hit the show, hit the thumbs up, and we get the view. Awesome. Then you go back to listening on your headphones if you're at work or wherever you are, at the gym or going for a walk and all that fun stuff. All right, Joaquin. So the Edmonton Oilers picked up a loser point. Vegas won last night. So did the Los Angeles Kings. Side note, Vancouver, St. Louis go to overtime. What a game there. And I think Broberg scored the OT winner. Pretty sure it was Broberg. But anyways, let's move on. Joaquin, we were talking about the power play now that you have the two guys out, the two big guys out. This is my idea. I would run 2 power play units with 2 defensemen on each one. I'd go on the first one. This is my unit, okay? I'd go Wallman, Bouchard. Okay. I'd go Nuge, Hyman, and Skinner. Okay. My second unit would be Ekholm and Nurse because they play together all the time. What number is Ekholm again? 14. Then I'd go Perry in front of the net. Okay. Arvidsson and Rico. What say you?
I keep Bouchard and Ekholm together.
Okay. That's fine. And then put Wallman with Nurse?
Wallman with Nurse.
Okay. But do you like going with 2 defensemen?
Yeah.
Okay. Because there's not enough to go with 4.
Well, this goes back to our point of getting everyone involved, right? And it's strict, like, minute on, nothing's going, you're done.
Yeah.
And it's the other, and you're interchanging, whoever's going, I guess. There's no real 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But forward groups, so you got, who do you got? Nuge?
I got Nuge, Hyman, and Skinner.
Yeah, I like that one.
And then
you're coming back with
Perry, Arvidsson, and Enrique.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You're fine with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, who else are you going to do? Jesus.
Well, because some people are saying roll 5 forwards. I'm like, no.
No.
Some are saying just stick with the 4 forwards and the 1 defenseman. But
trust me, you don't want to be running 5 forwards on a group that's never done it before. And they will get scored on.
Especially this group.
Yeah. So, no, you don't want that. I think just to be cautious, I think having the 2 D-men is fine with that. I mean, you could even go conventional old school, 2 guys at the top, right? That'll mess everybody up.
Well, because when McDavid earlier missed missed a few games, they had Draisaitl, Hyman, and Nuge with Ekholm and Bouchard on the points.
Yeah.
It didn't work. It because they never run that system.
Yeah.
But now I'm thinking you don't have to run this number 1 unit for a minute and a half.
Well, and you know what I would love to see is starting on their conventional sides and then incorporating the rotating around, getting them on their off wings. And I mean, it's not like Ekholm doesn't have a bomb too. Like he's blown it past goalies from, that spot on the left-hand side there. Start funneling more pucks in that. Look, one of the biggest differences over the last little bit with the Edmonton Oilers I found is getting the pucks to the net.
Yeah.
And it's creating chaos. They're getting success from it. Simplify. Getting out on the power play doesn't mean you're all of a sudden Leon and Connor. Get pucks, get second chance opportunities, create chaos, and bang in some garbage goals. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, and so let us know. Do you like Hernan's and Gager's power play units? Would you go with 2 defensemen? I think that's the way to go here because now you can run 2 power plays. You don't have to commit so much time to just one. It gets everybody involved. I kind of like it, and I agree with you. Not with the 5 forwards. I don't even like the 4 forwards in this one. Okay, so let's go with so the number 1 line now becomes Podkolzin, Nuge, and Arvidsson. Correct?
I guess, yeah.
Okay, then I would probably move Adam Enrique in between Jeff Skinner and Zach Hyman.
Let's see. There's
because you're not putting Janmark there or Derek Ryan.
You got Nuge with Hyman and Skinner.
No. I'd keep Nuge with Podkolzin and Arvidsson because they've been really good the last few games.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry about that. Who did you say? Enrique with
Skinner and Hyman.
Okay.
And then I'd keep Matthias Janmark, Connor Brown, Corey Perry together, and then I would just slide in Derek Ryan in between Max Jones and Kapanen as your 4th line.
Yeah,
okay.
Jesus. Are you coaching the Oilers?
I should. Hey, wow,
I don't have a problem with it. If you're asking me if I have any issues with it, no. I think if probably lineup combinations, that's what you'll see tomorrow at the pregame skate.
Yeah, like I've been telling everybody this for years. I should be the coach. We'd win a lot of games. Chief Andy says, after Gager wanted to start Stu for the next 5 games, I can't take him seriously. But why?
Who said that?
Chief Andy.
Oh, Jesus, Chief. Jeez. I know it's Friday, but lay off the
he's the
sauce.
He's the number 1 goalie, and he's going to play a lot. And yesterday, I didn't like. I think I didn't like a lot of the third goal, the rebound. Bouchard just standing there, letting Tanev take 2-3 whacks.
Well, Bouchard thought he scored and gave up on the play, and then that's just don't quit. Don't ever quit on anything, right?
Yeah.
And what was it? The first goal, it's kind of unlucky. Like that rebound was put in a place where no, you don't think anyone else is, and it goes right to the tape of a guy. You know, it's weird. Like being in that type of situation as a goalie, it's so weird because out of your peripheral, and you see you're cutting the ice off a little bit, and puck's coming that side on your stick hand side where it's way easier to control the rebound. And I guarantee if you could see in Skinner's mind, he's like, I can get this so far out of any dangerous area. I'm just going to boot this over here, and someone's coming a little bit late, and it's a perfect pass for a one-timer. That rarely happens like that. So,
do you want to watch it?
Oh, yeah, we can watch it.
Koob, can we run the first goal? Because Hyman's also late. Like, it's 4v4 right here, and Hyman gets caught puck watching as well. So as soon as Koob has that ready, we'll get it rolling here. Highlights, lowlights, presented by no one. Here we go. So Hyman's right.
So you're like you initially you see everyone coming in, kind of cutting the ice off, right?
Yeah.
And going far side like that, he's just going, you know, I'm just going to boot this over here. It's fine, but it just arrives perfectly to a man right there. You're getting it past the guy coming to the net, right? You're making sure it's not laying around for him. But it just goes. It's an unlucky bounce. So,
and if Hyman's able to react a little bit quicker there and not be puck watching, he might get a stick on it too, right?
And Chief Andy, you know what? This is my weekend assignment for you. I would say this is what you do: go and register with a men's league team, and just throw the pads on for once, and go play level 15, 20, or whatever men's league, and get some perspective on the position. Okay, and that's what I say to everybody. Just get some perspective of a different how to do things, and then things might become a little bit clearer for you. And I know you're in a fog of probably 30 booze and 6 o'clock lagers right now, but yeah.
What about? There's a lot of lateral movement experts in Edmonton lately.
Yeah, that's another thing. Put the pads on and try to move laterally. And hey, I'll say it. Stuart Skinner needs to be better.
Yes,
side to side,
100%.
This, like, after the season, I would, if I'm the goaltending coach, I am incorporating figure skating and edge control for Stuart Skinner to be better on his feet side to side. Because when you look at the elite goalies, and it's goalie porn watching those guys move back and forth. It is unbelievable. And sometimes, like, you saw him in the second period, he fell down, right? Like, he needs a little bit more flow into his game.
And listen, there is something to his lateral movement. There is.
Right. I'm not saying there isn't, right? But and this might be a bad, but like Vasilevsky's the lead of the elite. Like, so is Hellebuck, though.
Yeah, but watch them how they move across. Like,
it's effortless.
They never fall. And you look at Stuart Skinner sometimes, and it's like he's so stiff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's following awkwardly, or he just can't get, like, it's almost like the push off leg's not quick enough. Like, and what we're saying, like, we're not okay, we are kind of defending, but Skinner needs a lot, like, he needs to be a lot better. And Gager, like you said, he's not going to work on this now.
No, this isn't something you go work on now. There's 2 areas over this year, and look, there's other areas that haven't been up to par, but he can get there with those. But 2 areas where I'd like him to put a lot of focus in over the summer, if he can, is handling the puck, because he did a backhand pass yesterday, and I was losing my marbles. And then and his skating ability. It has to get better. Has to get a lot better.
Did you see when he came out to play that puck and they almost scored?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I was like, what are you doing, Skinner, man?
skating needs to be better, and that's something that you can work on all summer. And it's one of those things where if the work is put in on that area of his game, it's the foundational base for all goaltenders, and that will make other parts of his game become so much easier.
Yeah. So what we're saying is, and listen, this is the Oilers saying it too. Skinner's their guy. We're not sitting here saying he's the best goalie in the world. No, he has a lot to work on, and hopefully he can find his game.
Joe, he already shed a ton of weight. Like, the guys, and look, I know some of the goalies look like little rakes out there. I don't like that. You should look. You're not a linebacker, but just to be able to battle, holding your post, dealing with screens in front, you want a little bit more meat on the bones, I think. I've always, I was considered kind of a big goaltender, right? I'm not tall, but I was thicker than most. But I found I could see young guys that were skinny and they just got pushed around out there, right?
Calvin says Stu looks like he should get his skates sharpened by Tommy's Oil Kings.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
Maybe there is a little bit of the ice does look slippery for him. A little bit more slippery at times.
I'll say this, Skinner would have stopped that shot in order. I'm kidding.
That was a good shot.
Shot.
I could see it.
And Nurse didn't help, right? Because he
he gets in that. I didn't like the way they just gave it to them right away. Like
Well, they went out with two defensemen and a forward. Like, don't play chicken bleep hockey, man.
I know what they were trying to do there, but if you're going to have two, be aggressive though. Still, even when it's 3-on-3, I think you can be a little bit more aggressive. And they backed off too much, and you can't give Connor that much time, especially on his offside. You knew he was going far side and just rifling that thing.
Someone on the oil stream said, "This is karma for Knobloch for always going nuclear." Now it's like, what are you gonna do?
He's just throw out three defensemen. Stu is too clumsy. The taller you are, the more clumsy you are. Okay, there's an LOL there. Okay, I get it, because Vasilevsky's taller than Stuart Skinner.
Vasilevsky moves like he's 5'6".
That's why they call him the cat, man.
And like, he is a beauty.
He moves like he's like, who's really nice to watch is Dustin Wolf, because it's a little bit over exaggerated because of his height, right? Yeah. But then you watch Vladar, and he's kind of the same, but just a bigger dude. Right?
So what you're saying with Skinner, the lateral and all that is what is he
skating related? Skating? Yeah.
Okay. That's all skating.
He should be on the ice with just like the lower half on, right? Pants, pads, and just doing skating drills. No pucks, nothing. And even just skating and just getting edge control and everything. Like that type of thing, I think, would be way more beneficial than just going, side to side, coming across on a butterfly, stopping. That's an area of his game that he really needs to work on. Because even the goal that we watch, like the rebound, right? He makes the save, and then the push across. It's still pretty good, but yeah, there needs to be a little bit more flow.
Because a lot of these, like that first goal we just saw against, like it's not completely backdoor because the guy's not right on the line or whatever, but and I know those are tough saves, but goalies sometimes make those saves, and it seems Stuart, it's rare. You know what I mean?
He makes them from time to
time.
Yeah, but the last thing you want to do as a goalie is it's weird to say, but make saves reaching, right? You want to be in a good position, and then either you make the save or you're just in good position and it hits you. Obviously, you need the ability to make those big saves too by reaching. But granted, you having to reach to make saves means you're not in good position to make it in the first place.
Yeah. I also expect Emberson to draw back in, and we'll see if Knobloch goes with Hernan's lines and his power play units, because if he does, they'll probably win tomorrow. So, hey, Gage, a week means 2 Seattle games, 1 Dallas game. The Oilers The Oilers can compete against both these teams. I'm not worried.
No.
I mean, yeah, you're missing two elite of the elite of the elite.
And this is good. This is good because if we were like, if this was a Seattle digital radio station and we were talking about the Kraken, we'd probably have the pom-poms out and the cervezas. Yeah, the big two are out, right? Yeah. So curious to see how Seattle approaches this game, right? Yeah. With having the big two out. Do they think it's going to be a lot easier night? I mean, they'll say, "Oh, these guys are going to come hard," all that things. But you're wondering what this team's going to look like without Connor and Leon, or having to worry about them at all. Yeah. So, and there's a little bit of underdogness with the Edmonton Oilers. And what have we said all season long? Like, that's where we like this team. They seem to perform way better when they're counted out. Not that they're counted out, but
yeah. They're going to show up. Portions of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brewhouse. NHL lives at the Canadian Brewhouse. Every Oilers game day, get $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light, where you can win game tickets and 2 tickets to a surf and turf dinner at the end of the season. Full details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com. We have hit 60 thumbs up. Up next, Zach to the future. He failed last week. I think this is our 6th time. Fifth time? I don't even know. But he's only failed once. So he's done really, really well. Some of these are real softballs I'm going to send his way, but we'll see how Zach does. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons. Here's Koob with your update.
Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl have been ruled out for tomorrow's game against the Kraken, with Oilers head coach Chris Knobloch saying both players could miss at up to a week. And after leaving last night's game in the second period in a 4-3 loss to the Jets due to a lower body injury, Connor McDavid will undergo an MRI later today. And from Pittsburgh, the lone NHL game on tap has the Penguins and Flyers drop the puck. For the Oil Kings, they have a date with the Hurricanes on a 9-game WHL schedule that also sees the Americans battle the Winterhawks and the Raiders face off against the Blades. 10 games in the association. Boston and Utah tip off. The Grizzlies challenge the Clippers while the Thunder clash with the Hornets. And college ball has 3 games rounded out. 3rd seed Iowa State getting past 14th seed Lipscomb 82-55. Ongoing action sees 12th seed Colorado State up by 6 points on 5th seed Memphis with about 11 to go in the second half. Elsewhere, top seed Duke holds 16th seed Mount St. Mary's 35-16 over halfway through the first. At the bottom of the 8th, Toronto is up by 5 runs, controlling Philly 10-5 in spring training. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, whether it's a one-time donation or a monthly contribution. Every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. Everybody's favorite Zach to the future up next here on EST Afternoons. I'm Zach Koob Kubusch, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
Well, maybe that's exactly what this team needs is McDavid and Draisaitl to be in the press box for a couple games. It's up to you guys. Get your heads out of your you-know-what and start and step up. And these are competitive people. They've made it to the NHL. They have a very high compete level. Maybe that's what they need.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Someday you'll be shedding your tears.
A one-of-a-kind retrospective. It's Glass Tiger, This Island Earth, April 4th at River Cree Resort and Casino.
Don't forget me when I'm gone.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
What's up, Nasties? 146. Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. It's working. It's working. It's working. We're just ahead of Zach to the future here. It's going to be a good one. Again, I'm taking it easy on Young Buck here. You okay with that, Gager?
Yeah, no, but
Why is that?
you got to put some heat on those narrow shoulders of his. You know? Toughen him up.
Toughen him up. Okay, so now
He's a little pastry right now, but by the time I'm done with this guy, he'll be hardened.
Yeah. Oh, Joaquin. I think I got some good ones today. I hope I do.
I hope you do.
I truly hope I do.
What's up this weekend? Yeah, I guess you got a game tomorrow and stuff.
Yeah,
You're looking
work
forward to it?
tomorrow. Work tomorrow and then
What
go
time's the
from
game
there.
tomorrow?
8 o'clock.
Oi.
Oi, yeah, oi is correct. Well, tonight just chill, have a nice dinner, some wine, and watch the sprint race.
Yes.
We'll probably continue to watch Daredevil.
Nice. You
And
almost done
then-
the first season.
Yeah, and then I like it because it's like 13, 14 episodes.
Well, there's a lot. Yeah.
And then tomorrow, don't know yet. Well, got to work, so I got to be here for about 6:30ish, so it's not too bad.
Coming to work at 8 o'clock at night. That's always nice.
Yeah, so just chill, and then Sunday, the GF sister gets here, so I think we're having a dinner.
Sister.
Yeah, from TO, so it'll be fun.
Toronto. Wow.
Toronto. We're just waiting on Koob to get this going. DVD coming up at 2:20. Talk lots of Oilers here. Hey, so I did pick one of the questions. Big shout out to Big Uke, to Mark, to Ken, to Marcus, to Gary. I'm going to choose one of your guys' questions. And don't worry, guys. The other 4 gentlemen, I'm going to use those questions as we go on here through every Friday, okay? So don't feel discouraged if it's not your question today. But all of them were great, but I can only use one. So I'll spread these out throughout the next 4. Zach to the futures. We talked a lot about Oilers. And, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Koob is back. Koob, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I just ran. Like I speed ran taking that break there.
Speed ran.
Speed ran.
Sped ran?
And if you've ever seen Koob speed run, it's fast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I look like I should have those, little 2-pound weights, like I'm walking down with the headband and everything. It was my sprint lap.
Yeah.
Okay, Koob, are you ready?
Yes.
So last week was the first week you went 4 for 8. So you were 3 for 8. So you were
3
just
for 8,
under 50%.
3/8. That's a good.
It's the first time you failed. We did make it extremely tough. So this
oh my gosh.
This time around, I've made them a little bit easier just to help you out because I don't like to see you fail. I want to see you succeed. Let's kick it.
Just as I predicted, time traveling is just too dangerous. 1.21 gigawatts. Great Scott.
Okay, remember you have one lifeline. You can go to the nasty chat or the text box, or you can ask. There's one multiple choice question. Well, one. You can ask us to delete one of the answers, or you can go to Reader J. Or they have to come to you. Okay?
Delete one of the answers. Okay, I'll yell out. Usually that's the one I pick. I don't think I've deleted one of them. Like I haven't felt confident enough in my own ability.
Okay.
But now it's got to be like a Oilers game without McDavid and Draisaitl tomorrow. I gotta step up a little bit.
All
like
right.
The rest of the lineup.
Joaquin, you want to kick us off?
Sure.
Okay, let's go.
Zach, your first question. Who is the Channel 6 reporter who befriends the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
What is the name?
What is the name of the Channel 6 reporter who befriends the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
This is one I think who in the office would know because.
Well, do you want to use your lifeline right away?
Is Tommy around?
He's like
here?
his tokens on his F1 team. He's used half of them already. he likes using those things right away.
I don't want to give him multiple.
This is a human?
Yes.
His name was, I'm just going to say.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
It's a she.
It's a she.
Why are you doing that?
Wow. Well, that doesn't help me. I think somebody's chomping.
No, but you can use your lifeline, but then you won't have any for the remaining
because there's a movie question too. I'm going to go use my lifeline. I don't know who's here. I'm going to go check out.
Okay.
Jay, come over here.
Jay's ready.
He's going to use
Jay
it right
knows.
away. Holy.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey, did you hear the question or?
The Channel 6 news reporter?
Yeah.
Channel 6, yeah.
April O'Neil.
Final answer, Koob?
Final answer. I trust Jay here. Glue guy.
Wow,
Let's
look
go.
at him.
Let's go.
How did
I
you
think
not
was
know
good
that,
news.
Koob?
I've never watched TMNT.
Are you serious? Please.
Not even the movies. I know.
I know. Other holy
I played the
smokes, Zach.
games.
April.
Wow.
April.
Well, he's never he's young.
Still.
Okay, now this one's
Yikes.
multiple choice. Question number 2.
Okay.
Molly Ringwald, who is a famous actress, starred in 3 of the top teen movies in the 80s. Which movie did she not star in? I'm going to give you your options.
Okay.
16 Candles, Breakfast Club, Can't Buy Me Love, Pretty in Pink.
And what is her name again?
Molly Ringwald.
Molly Ringwald. What does she look like? Can you describe what she looks
She's
like?
redhead, very popular in the 80s. She did almost every teen movie you can think of.
She was
great.
part of the Brat Pack.
Yes, part of the Brat Pack.
Okay, then she was in Breakfast Club, so I can knock that out. Brat Pack. Can you list the movies again? It was 16 Candles.
16 Candles, Breakfast Club, Can't Buy Me Love, Pretty in Pink.
I'm between Pretty in Pink and Can't Buy Me Love. That's a hard one. That's a difficult one because I know.
So
Brat
which
Pack,
one
it
did
was a
she
big one.
not
Yeah.
star in?
Which one did she not star in? I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say Pretty in Pink. That's my final answer. Darn it. Oh, which
You're
one?
on the right track. Can't Buy Me Love. What a
That's a good
classic
Beatles song.
movie, eh?
Yeah,
All
it was
those movies are classics.
They are. I've heard of all of those movies. I've watched Breakfast Club. 16 Candles I know is like a great movie that I haven't seen, of course.
So Molly Ringwald was in 16 Candles, Breakfast Club, and Pretty in Pink.
Okay.
Big Duke says, I'm
Just a
over
flip of
two.
That's good.
Okay. Go ahead, Gager.
Zach,
Mm-hmm.
in the 90s, 2 teams won the Stanley Cup twice. Name those teams.
The Penguins and the Red Wings.
Final answer?
Final answer. Oh. There we go.
Oh, that was quick, too.
Good job, Koob. I didn't think you'd know that.
Oh, yeah. I love my Red Wings.
When were you born?
2003.
Oh.
So that was when the Devils won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you might slip up on that one. Good for you.
No, it was close. It was
so
close.
you're
right?
2 for 3 right now. Okay, and this question was sent in, okay? Multiple choice as well.
Nice.
Who in the NHL scored the first goal of 1990? This means this game was played on January 1st, 1990. I'm going to give you your options.
Come on.
Todd Ellick, Nick Kypreos, Wayne Gretzky, Bernie Nichols.
Boy. Well, see, I don't know those first 2 players. I don't think I've heard of.
Played with Todd Ellick.
Okay.
Todd Ellick played for the Oilers.
Was it I feel for some reason it must have
According to Wayne Gretzky, one of the greatest wastes of talent of all time.
I'll give you that again. Who scored the first goal on January 1st, 1990? Todd Ellick, Nick Kypreos, Wayne Gretzky, or Bernie Nichols?
I'm going to go with Bernie Nichols. Final answer. Dang it, man.
It was Gager's former teammate, Todd Ellick.
Tried to help you there,
Todd
Koob, but
Well, biggest waste of talent. That was the biggest waste of a hint that I didn't get. I don't know. You guys are trying to help me so much.
You gotta listen, Koob. He's telling you.
I know.
He's giving you.
Oh, okay. I see the tie.
All right. Now we got to get into
2 for 4 now.
You're
Or
2 for 4,
for
buddy.
4?
You're 2 for 4. I've brought a new element. I'm going to play a little bit of a video game, and you got to guess the video game.
I like it.
All
I
right.
like it. That's a good one.
Here we go.
Okay. Sonic the Hedgehog. Final answer.
What's that?
Sonic the Hedgehog. Final answer. That one's easy. Which one would that have been? The second one?
That's the original Sega.
Sega.
Yeah, I knew that might have been an easy one, so good for you.
I started watching the movie, the first one.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Fantastic.
That's the only Jim Carrey has only been in those movies since, those are his last 3 movies. I don't think he's done a role besides that.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
We're working on a
Gager,
4th.
let's go.
Okay.
Another
Koob.
Gager question.
This is a name that tune.
Nice.
Guess who performs this song, if you can do the name and the name of the band.
Here we go.
I don't ever wanna feel like I did.
Well, I don't know what that second part is. That sounds like an ad, but it's the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I don't ever want to feel under the bridge or something about a bridge. I don't know who's singing that.
Final answer.
I don't know if
you got to give us final answers.
Okay, Red Hot Chili Peppers. But you said who sings it. Like,
and the
who
name
is
of the
sing-
song.
And the name of the song. Under the Bridge. That one. Yes. Final answer. Under the Bridge, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Let's go. Did I get that?
Wow.
I know. That was...
All right. Koob's on
Wow.
fire.
Holy
4 of
smokes.
6. 4 of 6. It's time for your movie clip.
Uh-oh.
You have no lifelines left.
Always afraid of.
Let's see how many people can guess this one. Here we go.
We work for Mr. Tunstall as regulators. We regulate any stealing of his property. We're damn good, too. Mr. Tunstall's got a soft spot for runaways, derelicts, vagrant types. But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean. Earn your keep.
Is that a Western film?
This isn't hints.
Well, you guys were talking about Young Guns big time this week. I'm just gonna say because I've been listening this week. I'm gonna say Young Guns. Sounds like a little bit of a Western.
Yeah.
Is that the original Young Guns?
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
See, I had that on the list to watch. I asked my dad. I'm like, should I watch that film? Because I know he's gonna use it as a question. He's like, I don't know if it's worth it, man.
And if you're a rap guy, that part where Charlie's telling Billy the Kid what they do is part of Warren G's Regulator song.
Is it?
Yeah.
No way. Okay.
Can't be geek off the street. Got to be handy with a steel, if you know what I mean. Earn your keep. Regulators. You don't remember that song?
I might have listened to it once or twice, but
All right.
samples are always cool.
So Koob is doing pretty good. He's 5 out of 7, and I'm pretty sure he's going to get this sports moment. Let's roll clip number 1.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's do it. Okay, so it's two gentlemen.
Wait. So this is in 1997, June 28th. Tyson Holyfield, they're fighting, obviously,
Yes.
or boxing. They hug up, tag up, whatever you want to call it.
Very friendly, yeah.
What happens next?
Well, Hernan, it's funny because you have to send me the videos prior to this so I can, put it up and just show the people on YouTube. And I just saw the screen grab of both Holyfield and Mike Tyson in the ring, and I knew immediately that he was going to go for a quick snack, maybe get a little bit too close to his ear and take a little bit of a nibble.
Oh, and some nasty stuff in there. There needs to be a bite almost.
There, he bites him there. You see him. Trying to rip free. And an awful lot of pain.
And that was the first time that he bit him. He bit him a second time, did he not? Or Holyfield came back and...
No, that was over after that.
How did you know that? Did you know that just because you're a sports guy?
Yeah, I knew that because Mike Tyson is one crazy son of a gun.
I thought you would know that because when Paul was going to fight Mike Tyson, this guy was all in on it. So.
Well, and he had the ear thing, right? He had the gold ear guards.
Yeah.
What a jackass.
I remember being at an establishment watching this fight. So my buddies loved boxing, and we're like, well, did he just bite him? It was crazy. Took a chunk. Koob, excellent job today. I mean, you guessed on Young Guns because we've been talking about it all week.
It was a solid guess, though. I mean, I kind of heard his voice like he was trying to, be a little bit more southern kind of. They're talking about steel moving, I don't know. It gave me a Western vibe. And when you said, we're not giving out hints, it was kind of a hint itself, the bit of a giveaway. So
yeah, give me a sec here. This is the one I was going to use. Let's see if you get this one.
My fingers hurt.
Oh, well, now your back's going to hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty. Anybody else's fingers hurt?
No, I don't know what that's from.
Are you serious?
Which movie is that?
What do you mean, are you serious? Only psychopaths like ourselves know what that is.
It's a classic movie.
I know, but it's a unique part of the movie, too, that is only repeated after watching it multiple times. But great movie.
Think about it, Coop. Think about it. Think long and hard. You
Play
should
one
get
my
it.
fingers hurt.
Oh, well, now your back's going to hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty.
I don't think we talked about
Anybody else's fingers hurt?
Did we talk about this movie this week?
On the pregame show, I think, or the post-game show.
Okay. But I think Reed was talking about this because this is what spurred the discussion of sequels.
Oh, okay. Well, I saw in the nasty chat. I might have cheated.
I guess you don't listen to Reed when you're doing the show.
I listen. Yeah, I know.
Happy
I
Gilmore.
That was I was expecting a Happy Gilmore one. Actually, like I'm surprised I got the Young Guns one, but I haven't watched Happy Gilmore in a little bit, so I might have to throw that back up. Yeah.
Okay.
Good job, Coop. 6 out of 8. You have passed. Woo! Again.
Let's go.
All right, that was a good one. He would have not got April O'Neil if he didn't go to his lifeline, though. He didn't get the Molly Ringwald, even though he was very close. The multiple choice on Big Uke's question on who scored the first goal of the 1990s. Good old Todd Ellick, Gage's former teammate. He got the 90s, 2 Stanley Cup winners. The video game was really easy. That's going to be a new one because there's a lot of good video games out there. And you're a video game guy, so
I love those video games too.
You got the song, which is good, but you're a music guy. You guessed on Young Guns. You son of a...
Well, I'm surprised I didn't like the 90s one. I was trying to study, and I thought you guys were going to throw me another Gager question. I didn't want to get another Gager one wrong. Of course, I got
you're studying, Gager's whole life.
Well, like I was looking at stats yesterday. I was checking like AHL stats for some reason. I think you've played 10th most games as a goaltender in the AHL. And like Bruce Boudreau is like 3rd most or something like that. Yeah, I was going deep, boys. I was going deep.
I was going to use Belzy in one of the questions, but I forgot he's a 2000s baby. Like he played in the 2000s.
Yeah.
So I couldn't use Belzy. So there you go. That was another edition of Zach to the Future. 6 out of 8. If you'd like to continue to help out on Zach to the Future, don't hesitate. Just send your email to Hernan at edmontonsportstalk.com, and we'll spread them out as we continue with Zach to the Future every Friday here on EST Afternoons. All right, hour 2 of the show's coming up. We're going to continue some Oilers talk. We are going to talk F1. I know Gager's raring to go on that. Big sprint race tonight. The big race goes tomorrow night, so we'll talk some F1. And Derek Van Diest from NHL.com at 2:20. We're back after the break.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Join our very own Dustin Nielsen, Trey and Terrell Ford of the Edmonton Elks, and other special guests on Tuesday, April 8th at the Bell in Scona for Edmonton Sports Talk's Bids for Kids, presented by GS Construction. A special live on-location show featuring a delicious appetizer buffet, silent auction, 50/50, and more. This year, Kids Sport is proudly celebrating 30 years of making a positive impact in our community. Don't miss out and join this special celebration to help continue to support those in need. Tickets are limited. Find them today at kidsportbidsforkids.com. That's kidsportbidsforkids.com.
Make your birthday legendary at the Canadian Brewhouse with epic food, killer drinks, and an unbeatable vibe. Plus, download the Canadian Brewhouse app and score free nachos on your big day. Book your party now to celebrate like a pro. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
According to Oilers head coach Chris Knobloch, Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid will not play tomorrow against the Kraken, saying that both players might miss up to a week. McDavid will undergo an MRI later today after he left the second period of last night's loss to the Jets with a lower body injury, while Draisaitl's ailment is undisclosed. The lone game in the NHL tonight has Columbus on the road in Pittsburgh, and from Lethbridge, the Oil Kings have puck drop with the Hurricanes, while Moose Jaw faces Swift Current, and Seattle visits Spokane, having 9 WHL games on tap. And there's madness on the court. 4 games are live. 10th seed Vanderbilt leading 22-16 on 7th seed St. Mary's, while 5th seed Memphis trails 72-61 to 12th seed Colorado State. 10 games dot the NBA slate. Cleveland meeting Phoenix. The Nuggets and Trailblazers tip off before the 76ers battle the Spurs. And in spring training, the Jays beat the Phillies 11-7. Toronto back in action tomorrow against the Twins. I'm Zach Koob Kubusch for your sports update. The second hour of EST Afternoons starts right now.
Welcome back to EST Afternoons. Here it's Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas, Zach Koob in the house. 3 o'clock, it's the Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. They'll take you right up until 6. Then tomorrow, 7 o'clock, we'll start the pregame show, Oilers and Kraken, without their 2 stars, and we'll be back late Saturday night for the postgame show. And don't forget, Belzy and Tom get their show going, Hello Hockey. I was trying to remember their name. Hello Hockey from 10 to noon right here on Edmonton Sports Talk with Benny, the producer, as well. Hit us up on the River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999 on the Nasty Chat. We're about 26 away from 100 thumbs up, so let's slam that and let's get us over 100 on this wonderful Friday. The big news of the day, Connor going for imaging. Both guys will be out at least a week, so that means about 3 games, could be more, so we'll wait and see. No updates on Trent Frederick. He hasn't even skated yet, so he's probably still a few weeks away. And then we'll see what the lineups are for tomorrow as they host the Seattle Kraken down here at Rogers Place. Joaquin, Sir Lewis, spring qualifying gets pulled. How excited are you?
It's good for Lewis, right? He's had a rough rough go here the last few years. Last year is kind of trending a little bit better for Mercedes. Obviously, people were excited to see what he could do in this Mercedes or the Ferrari car. The times are close, right? Now you got Max and Lewis back again on the front row, which is going to be an interesting first corner again. I kind of we'll see what happens during, like, it'll give us a good glimpse, right? Because last week was obviously everyone that listened heard the conversations between both Lewis and his race engineer, how it was going. Didn't go too well. Yeah. And he's trying to learn the new car. Tim Hernan was saying, the torque and the power unit, getting used to that, the steering wheel, all these things, it's going to take time. But, I mean, he's one of the greatest drivers of all time. The adaptability is the biggest factor with some of the greats. Obviously, he figured some things out to put his car on pole for here.
Yeah, so the top 10 round out like this. It will be Lewis Hamilton, followed by Verstappen, Piastri, Leclerc, Russell, Norris, Antonelli, Tsunoda, Albon, Lance Stroll again, solid for sure. Liam Lawson 20th, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not going well for him. You almost feel bad for him.
Do you?
I do.
I know. No, it's exactly what we said. Who's the one rookie that we think is going to fall out of favor first?
Lawson.
It's Max will chew him up.
Oh yeah.
Because, and we've talked about this, I think back on Pit Stop Pals with Dusty and I, Alex Albon talked about what it's like being Max's partner, and Max likes a real snappy front end. It's the equivalent of putting your for gamers using mouse and keyboard, having your mouse sensitivity at the maximum it can. So you're barely touching it. It's going across the screen. That's how Max likes the front end. And it's a steady development of snappier and snappier and snappier front ends. And his partners just have such a tough time to keep up with it, right? And of course, you're going to develop the car the way that the guy that's winning the races is.
And I know Tim Hernan said, you got to wait at least 15 races to make the change. But because in Drive to Survive, if you're as far as I am, like Christian Horner says, because at the time he's talking about Checo.
Yeah.
Because Checo started to struggle last year. And he said, we can't go with a driver that's struggling. Like, we need someone to be there with Max the whole time. And I don't think Horner's going to, because last year he waited, Checo's under contract, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
This year, I don't think he can wait that long.
No.
Because Liam Lawson's been, what did Tim Hernan say? He had a disaster in Australia. And now his first qualifying for the sprint, he's last.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So it's, I don't know. It's very interesting. I still got to set my lineups, stressing over it. Anyone else stand up? Like Alex Album's, he's having a good start, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Albon.
Great start.
Yeah, he's a little bit ahead of Carlos Sainz, which I think that might change as we go on here. Ollie Behrman better, sure. Haas still not, where at least I thought they would be. But Bortoletto's impressing. I mean, where's the other one? Yeah, Hulkenberg was 19th. Kimi showing that he's the best rookie right now.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's only one race, though.
No, I know. But he's seventh in qualifying, right? P7.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait. This is gonna be fun tonight. This is going to be fun. How many points do you get for the sprint?
Oh, I don't know the exact. I can look it up if you want.
Okay. And the sprint qualifying race is obviously a lot shorter. It's gonna be a quick little one.
Quick, yeah. No, there won't be any stops.
No,
usually.
No stops. Yeah.
I think it'll be in here. So sprint. So the drivers for positions gained, right? So if you gain 1 point, positions lost, obviously negative. Overtakes 1 point. Yeah. Fastest lap 5, and then the from first to ninth goes 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 9th to 20, 0 points. DNF -20. Disqualified -20.
And then the real race points are from 8 down to 1.
From the points are
like the top 8.
The top 10.
top 10.
Yeah. So first to 10th, 25, 18, 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1.
Why do you think, because on Drive to Strive 2, they're talking about removing Checo, and they're looking at Ricardo, they're looking at Yuki, they're looking at Liam Lawson. Why do you think Sonoda keeps getting kind of, not passed, but kind of there's like a hesitation there?
I have no idea. I don't know. Like, I think maybe... Obviously, the start wasn't great, but he's figured the car out, and he's outperformed his teammates. But I think he's kind of a safety valve. Like, he's competitive in that car, right? So you have some stability there, at least, in both areas. But he's got to... I mean, if he has a race and finishes in the points again, it's got to be wearing on him that he's not getting that...
That's what I mean.
That big seat, right? Well, we'll see. Like what Tim said, 15 races. That's a lot. But I don't know if he's going to be able to do it.
I saw something earlier today on Colapinto. I'm trying to find it now. I just want to make sure it's legit. Where they were saying that he might be getting a race a lot quicker than we thought.
Yeah.
Did you see that too?
Maybe, yeah, I saw rumblings, but I don't know.
Because if that guy gets a regular seat, that's my boy, South American boy.
I'm sure he's next on the list of many, just because of his performance last year.
Are you surprised he didn't get a seat?
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, the rumors was Doohan, right? That was, they jumped the gun. They wanted him to have that seat. But I think he's waiting. Colapinto's waiting in the wings to. It won't be long before you see him in a seat soon.
He'll be in there.
Yeah, and lots of teams. But I think he has a deal with Alpine, right? Yeah. Or is it Williams? Sorry, I should know that.
Van Owen says Gager, no, not in the sprint. Winner gets 8 points. Because I was looking at it yesterday.
Didn't I say 8?
No,
what did I say?
I think you were saying 25, 15.
No, that was for the race.
Oh, for the race. Okay.
Yeah. So for the sprint, it's 8, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay. Sorry, Gager.
No worries.
Don't get mad at me, please.
I won't.
And the track looks great.
Well, and what they're saying, it's been resurfaced a little bit, so lots of grip so far. So it looks like the weather's going to stay consistent throughout. So we're not going to see a rainy race day and everyone going off. But even then, it's a traditional racetrack, right? So there is the ability to leave the racing line and still rejoin and not put it in the wall.
Yeah.
But lots of hairpins.
Well, let's go. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be good. 9 o'clock is going to be.
I'm going to get home and just focus on my lineup.
Are you?
Yeah.
You mean obsess, not focus.
Yeah, that's why. But because I know no one cares about my fantasy team, I got to get these Haas guys at.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I think I just picked them because I like their car and I thought they would do good. I also have Racing Bulls constructor because I have McLaren and Ferrari too. I got to get them out too. At least one of them on one of my teams.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's your teams, man. You're the team principal. You can do whatever you want.
Can you tell me?
No, because then you'll blame me. You think? I know I look like I have everything under control and I know everything, but sometimes I don't, buddy.
The afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, featuring Italia Restaurant, home of the $6.99 brunch special from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sundays. DVD's coming up. He's going to join us by phone because he's at Kraken practice. He's just talking to the coach, so he asked me to give him a couple more minutes here. So no problem at all for our good friend DVD here as talk more Oilers. Big news. Don't get mad at me either, Van Owen says. No one's mad. I will get mad, though. So, quickly, on the chips, do they reset halfway through?
I don't think so. Okay. I looked, and it doesn't look like they do.
Okay. So don't use them.
Well, I mean, there are team principals that have used them already, and usually this is the week that you want to use them because of the sprint, because there's so many more points available.
Yeah.
You want to time it properly.
Yeah.
But it's so difficult right now. I mean, I know that one player, I don't know if he wants to be named, but did use the 3 times chip. And not you, Koob. You blew it last week. But it looks good so far. So if his driver actually can pull this off and have a really good weekend, by the end of it, he'll be sitting firmly in first place.
Yeah. That's the thing. You just never know. All right. We're going to get to a break here. Coming up next, DVD, as we'll continue the Oilers talk. Then we got This Day in Sports History, and we'll send you off into the weekend. But first, the Reed Wilkins Show from 3 to 6 as well. So keep it locked here on Edmonton Sports Talk. We're back after the break. Here's Koob with your sports update.
After leaving last night's game in the second period against the Jets with a lower body injury, Oilers captain Connor McDavid is undergoing an MRI later today, and both McDavid and Leon Draisaitl will miss tomorrow's matchup with the Kraken, having Oilers head coach Chris Knobloch saying that both players could miss up to a week. Just one game on tap. Sidney Crosby and the Pens face off against Matvei Michkov and the Flyers. WHL action sees the Oil Kings take on the Hurricanes, while Regina visits Brandon on a 9-game schedule. NCAA March Madness action. 4 games wrapped up. 12th seed Colorado State upsetting 5th seed Memphis by a score of 78-70. Right now, 6th seed Ole Miss leads 14-10 on 11th seed North Carolina early in the first, while 7th seed St. Mary's trails 29-22. 10th seed Vanderbilt heading into halftime. 10 games in the association. Boston and Utah tip off. The Grizzlies challenge the Clippers, while Thunder clashes with the Hornets. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc, they're the experts you need to know. DVD, Derek Van Diest from NHL.com joins Hernan Salas and Joaquin Gage on the other side of the break. I'm Zach Koob Kubusch, keeping you in the loop.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Someday you'll be shedding your tears.
A one-of-a-kind retrospective. It's Glass Tiger, This Island Earth, April 4th at River Cree Resort and Casino.
Don't forget me when I'm gone.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Love is in the air. I love you. And you? And you? And you! Why choose between your beloved items? Sentinel Storage, keeping your treasures safe to be loved again. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Missing the course? The Canadian Ice House is here to keep your skills sharp. Trackman golf simulators are open. Real golf action right in downtown Edmonton. Don't let the off-season slow you down. Visit us in-store or check out thecanadianicehouse.com for all the details.
Got some gently used furniture or home goods that need a new home? Find Edmonton is here to help. Every month we furnish over 100 homes to those transitioning out of homelessness, and we need your gently used furniture and home goods. Drop off at 5120 122nd Street or call for free local pickup. Just visit findedmonton.com to learn how your donations can help create a home for someone in need. Plus shop our thrift store, in-store or online, with proceeds benefit those moving out of homelessness through housing supports. Visit us at findedmonton.com. Find Edmonton, supporting our community one home at a time.
She better quit with those eyes and those lips, with the tipping of her hips, flipping back and forth her hair with that animal stare. If you don't wanna share, then you
Welcome back to EST Afternoons, 225 here. We're live from the William Huff Studios in the west side of the city. Gager, you know whose birthday it is today?
Not mine.
Bobo Mirno.
Is it?
Yeah.
God, you really love Bobo.
He's 53.
Huh.
Yeah. What do you think he's?
Probably chilling by the Black Sea.
Oh, man, I love Bobo. Happy birthday to Bobo if you're watching. We'd like to have you on the show, too.
Yeg Pizza Ghost in the Nasty Chat. I don't know what his handle is. Is there an AM Nasty Fantasy F1 league? Come on. Where's this guy been?
Oh, boy. Missed that, Bobo.
Been partying with Bobo.
We had a really nice message, but I think I lost it here on the chat because it cuts off when you get so many, right? So just said he really enjoyed our chemistry, Gager. Can't remember who sent that in, but thank you for that. 19 away from 100. Let's get there. We only need one more. Okay, who's going to win the sprint?
So what was so it was Lewis Max. Can Lewis hold on after that first corner without Max bullying him off the track? Those two are going to come together in the first. That's what's exciting about this. You're going to see.
Yeah.
It all depends on how Lewis gets off on the first on the start. If he can somehow hold Max back, I'm gonna say Max wins.
You know what? I was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna say Piastri, but it might be tough.
It's short.
Yeah,
right?
that's
it's
what I
very
mean.
short. So
if you're off,
that's
what I mean.
I just think that seeing what Max does, just the psychological edge he has over a lot of drivers, he doesn't care. He's a honey badger. He is the honey badger.
Yeah.
He does not care. And if it comes to wheel to wheel racing, Max is a beast. And I just think that he's going to take over first in the first or second corner, and he's going to pull off.
Yeah, Sheldon says Lewis Hamilton, 8-time world champ. Never forget Abu Dhabi.
He should be an 8-time world champ. Everyone knows that. It's no secret here.
Okay, just DVD's interviewing the coach of the Seattle Kraken, so let's give him a few more minutes here. Damn Kraken coach holding up our show. Who do you think he is? Well, in the meantime, I'll give you this, Joaquin. On this day, many moons ago, the Edmonton Oilers acquired Todd Marchand from the New York Rangers for Craig McTavish.
Yeah. I remember Toddy meeting him for the first time.
So the Rangers had some good pickups because they had Toddy, they had Stephen Rice, who at the time was an up-and-coming prospect. They had Doug Waite.
Yeah. Stephen Rice was a big deal. A lot of those guys. Well, that was before though.
Yeah. Stephen Rice was way before. He was in part of the Messier. Right?
He went to the U of A when he was here.
Really?
Yeah, he was taking courses because they did a little thing on him. Well, I don't know what he took, but
and 31 years ago today, the Edmonton Oilers acquired Steve Passmore from the Quebec Nordiques for Brad Warenka.
Did they pass more when they got him?
Jesus. Passy, teammate of mine.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Great guy, man.
Yeah, he was a good goalie, dude. Really good.
All right, we're ready for Derek Van Diest as he joins us now. He's from NHL.com. Derek, how's it going down there at the rink, man? You're pulling in a long shift.
Yeah, it is a long shift. Yeah, I just got off. Just started talking to Dan Bleisma, Seattle Kraken coach, so it's all good.
All right. DVD, let's get to it. The big news of the day, of course, that Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid will be out for at least a week or up to a week, however you want to phrase it. I know Gager and I and Tommy on the old team were talking about, this could be a blessing in disguise for this team. Do you share that sentiment where this could do this group of players really good?
No, I don't know. The two best players in the world. I don't know if you want them out of lineup, but this does open the door of opportunity for some other players. Like it gives them a chance to go in there and get more ice time, get some power play time and things like that. So it might help out in that regard. But I think you always want your best players in the lineup.
No, for sure. But like in the sense where now a lot of guys are going to have to step up. A lot of guys are, because DVD, if we look at this, when those guys come back and we're heading into the playoffs, 2-3 of these guys won't be in the lineup, right? Because you got Trent Frederick coming as well. This is an opportunity for a lot of these guys to stake their claim and show the coaching staff that they want to be in the lineup come game one of the playoffs, right?
No, I agree with that. And I think we're seeing that a little bit as well. I think some guys realize that there's 14 forwards now, and they're going to have to earn that spot in the lineup. And I think this kind of accentuates that. You're right. This gives them a bit of more of an opportunity to make an impression on the coaching staff and to try and cement a place in the lineup. Because you're right, competition for spots is going to get pretty tough as we get closer to the playoffs.
DVD, what's the vibe like with the Kraken? Because at the beginning of the year, everyone thinks they're a playoff team, but they've kind of fallen off over the last few months. How are they looking to the end of the season? Are they looking to kind of revamp, or they're in that weird kind of place where they're not going to really get any top end picks, but how do they are they just looking to the off season and kind of retooling from there?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're trying to build on the positives right now. They're just trying to look at where they can go. This is a team that maybe overachieved a couple of years ago getting in the playoffs, and I think they've dropped off since then. But I think, if anything, they're kind of reloading. They want to reload and get back into that contention phase. And we were talking to Jed Nebely today. He just wants to finish the season off strong, have something to build for next year, because this team is not going to make the playoffs this year. But then if they can get that experience of playing some good hockey towards the end of the year, maybe that gives them a foundation to build on next year, because this team has high expectations. They expect to be a playoff contender. They expect to be in the playoffs every season. And now it's just a matter of trying to retool and find the right pieces to make them that playoff contender year after year.
Derek Van Diest from NHL.com joining us here on EST Afternoons. DVD, when you look at this team now without Leon and McDavid, if it is a week, it's going to be 3 games. This team, listen, obviously, no one's going to make up for Leon and McDavid, especially on the power play. When you think of the power play, we were discussing it. Do you think they're going to run 2 units a little bit more here, and we might see the setup where they have 2 defensemen when McDavid was out? Do you see them going that route, or do you see them kind of sticking with the 4 forwards and the 1 defenseman here with the absence of 97 and 29?
I think the first unit power play will have the 1 defenseman. I think they'll have Bouchard, and then it'll be interesting to see. I think Jeff Skinner will get an opportunity on the power play. I think maybe Henrique will get an opportunity on the top power play. But then I think the second unit power play will go back to the 2 guys, whether they'll have Nurse and Echo on the blue line and whatever 3 guys that can kind of fit in there. But I think it's going to be a bit more even in the sense of ice time. The first unit will play a minute 15. The second unit will get some time. So I think it'll be more balanced out. It won't be the 2-minute power play with the top guys, the whole power play essentially. So, and I think this will be a good opportunity for some guys that don't get any power play time.
Yeah,
to kind of show that, hey, they can play on the power play. They can be effective on the power play. And so, we talk about opportunity. This will be it. But I think they will just kind of put in a couple of guys in that first unit. Hopefully, it works out for them. And but the second unit is going to get a bit more time than they do in the past.
DVD, something piqued my interest yesterday. I want to have your take on it. Like when Stuart Skinner went down there, I thought there was a little bit of embellishment on his part. I know when you saw it there was a little bit more contact or whatever, but to me, I immediately I thought, as soon as the spotter said he has to go sit off, it's kind of detrimental for goalies if they do feel that head contact, and they're, I'm a goalie, so I know what embellishing and knowing how to play the game a little bit, but next time that kind of happens, would you say that Stuart Skinner won't stay down like that and pop right back up, just so something like this doesn't happen, where the spotter can see, oh, let's have this guy set out. And although Pickard did quite well, you kind of want the guy that you started the game to finish it, and not, even though he's okay. And is Stuart Skinner okay? What's the status on him?
Yeah, Skinner's fine. He was probably fine last night. From what I'm understanding, is he was not happy about getting pulled out of the game.
Yeah,
and I think you're right there, Gage. I think it's a matter of, he wants to try and draw a penalty, but then that kind of, look at the spotter, kind of sees something that maybe no one else sees. So Susan was fine, according to Chris Knobloch this morning. But the thing that I think about goalies is that they're not prepared for contact. They get focused on the puck, and you would know that too. If you're focused on a puck and some guy blindsides you, you don't see it. Maybe there's an element of shit. I got hit, I got run over. But I do think you're right. You're walking a fine line there to trying to draw a penalty, and then you have this guy looking at you going, I think he might be concussed, to pull him out of the game. And that was a tough spot. That's 5 minutes left in the game, and you're trying to get back into it. So it's a tough spot to put Calvin Pickard in. He came in and did a good job. But it'll be interesting if we talk to Stuart Skinner tomorrow. We could ask him about it, because I know that he was not happy about getting pulled out of the game, and the owners weren't happy about him getting pulled out of the game. So, but you're trying to protect the player, but I think at some point you have to trust the player if he's feeling fine or not.
DVD, thank you for your time. I know you're still down there at the rink. You can, we'll let you go so you can relax a little bit here, and I'm sure we'll have you on soon here, buddy.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me on, guys.
That's Derek Van Diest from NHL.com. He's down at the arena. Sometimes there's some weird spots there when it comes to the reception and all that, so we'll let him go there. But the Seattle Kraken are an interesting team as well. We haven't talked about them much, Joaquin. They overachieved the year they went to the playoffs, eliminated Colorado in the first round. But again, I think that was like a one-off, like an anomaly. And this year they had a lot of injuries. Matty Beniers had a horrible start to the season. Chandler Stevenson, he's been okay for them, but Grubauer has struggled mightily there. They're kind of like, and listen, they're a newer team. I'm not going to compare them to the Flames, but again, they're right there, but they're not going to get that high pick. You know what I mean? They're just kind of spinning their wheels as well.
Yeah. And I mean, you look at their lineup. Beniers, like you said, is kind of, there's a guy that you thought was, how many points did he finish with his rookie year? Was it 70? Like he was rookie. Really he was really good, right? But he hasn't really found that level of production since his rookie season. So, I mean, he's got 17 goals for 38 points. Shane Wright's always interesting too. It seems like his progression is going it's going in the right direction, right? Like he's fourth on the team in scoring right now. So there's two players there that with the progression of Wright, what Beniers was capable of doing before. You got Kakko now too.
Yeah.
Maybe he can start getting to that first round form and being another. I mean, there's some names on here that are interesting, right? But you probably want a little bit more and they're still looking for that one game breaker guy. I think they're a game breaker away here, and just where they are right now, they're not going to get that in the draft. It's got to come from either free agency or a trade. And looking at their cap situation, there's a lot, right? They've got 13 in cap space right now. So going into to the off season, come July 1st, I'd look for the Kraken to be quite active in the pursuit of some game breakers.
Yeah, because when you go to their lineup, you're like, I need a goal. Who do you look at? Like, it's hard.
Yeah,
and I know Shane Wright. I think he's coming off a hat trick last game or the game before that. He's coming into his own. They've been patient with him, but Matty Beniers, he came in late one season, put up 9 points in 10 games, but his real rookie season, he had 57 points. Last year, he went down to 37. This year, he's not going to surpass his career high, but he's going to get higher than last year. But he's And I mean, with 12 games left, he's probably going to hit 20 goals. That's a decent season.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to remember, he's still 22 years old, right?
I mean, but then you look at the list of potential UFAs. The big one, obviously, would be Mitch Marner, right? That they would probably be looking at. There's Brock Besser coming up.
You started.
Who else? Of course I am. Yeah, I mean, John Tavares, I don't think you throw a bunch of money at. I think he probably takes the deal and stays the hometown pajama discount.
Yeah,
and stays there. But if I'm Seattle and I've got this cap space, I am definitely July 1st looking at M&M in Toronto.
Wow, interesting. 241. It's been a fun show, Joaquin. Lots of F1, lots of Edmonton Oilers. March Madness is well underway. Take a look at a few scores here. Duke up big, of course, on number 16, Mount St. Mary's, 73-41. 6, Ole Miss leading 11, North Carolina, 31-19. Vanderbilt, the 10th seed, taking up 7 at the half against St. Mary's, 29-22. This tournament's fun. I haven't even looked at my bracket. I don't even know how I'm doing, Joaquin. So
sorry, I'm focused on Seattle's off-season moves right now. So
you got Marner going there.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I'm just the current list of UFAs. It's going to be a fun. There's some good ones in there.
I will say this. I want to get to the Corey Perry penalty. I thought it was a penalty, plain and simple. I know Oiler fans don't want to hear that, but I want to get your thoughts. But we'll get your thoughts on the way back here on EST Afternoons. We're back after the break, but first up, a sports update from our guy, Zach.
Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl have both been ruled out for tomorrow's game against Seattle, with Oilers head coach Chris Knobloch saying that both players may be out for up to a week. McDavid has an MRI booked later today to check a lower body injury he sustained against the Jets last night that forced him to leave the game in the second period, while Draisaitl's injury is unknown. And Columbus hits the ice in Pittsburgh for the lone Friday NHL game. The WHL sees 9 games with the Oil Kings on the road in Lethbridge to face the Hurricanes. Vancouver battling Kamloops, while the Wild and Silvertips have a date. March Madness action has a 10-7 matchup. The underdog Vanderbilt leading 29-22 over St. Mary's at halftime. Meanwhile, 11th seed North Carolina trails 6th seed Ole Miss 30-19 at the top. And top seed Duke controls Mount St. Mary's 73-41. The NBA has 10 games. New Orleans and Minnesota tip off. Washington hosts Orlando, while the Rockets throw down with the Heat. The final segment of EST Afternoons brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zach Koob Kubusch for your sports update.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
Is the Hart Trophy signed, sealed, and delivered?
So who suffers more, Winnipeg without Hellebuck or the Oilers without Draisaitl?
You could say that every goaltender is the most valuable player on their team.
Sure. There's a goalie that's having a head and shoulders season, but there are 2, 3, 4 skaters who are also having MVP caliber seasons. The goalie then can't be in that conversation.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Someday you'll be shedding your tears.
A one-of-a-kind retrospective. It's Glass Tiger, This Island Earth, April 4th at River Cree Resort and Casino.
Don't forget me when I'm gone.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Play more tables and games.
Play more tables and games. Make the most of your bad games.
2:45, final segment here on EST Afternoons. The afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, featuring Italia Restaurant, home of the $6.99 brunch special from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sundays. Final segment here. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne coming up from 3 to 6, so make sure to keep it locked here on EST. How many thumbs up we at? We need 9 to hit 100. So if 9 of you haven't hit it, please do so. And continue our streak of 100 thumbs up. Yeah, the Corey.
Oh.
Good.
What was it? High sticking?
I think it was hooking or something.
Yeah, well, he did reach with his stick and on the upper part of the body of Ehlers, right? I'm just rewatching it here.
Yeah, it's a penalty.
Yeah,
like, yeah.
Well, let me see. Is it a penalty? I'll tell you right now. 1 sec. Perry's shaking his head. He thinks it's not a penalty.
But there's no point for him to do that at that point in the game. There's no danger.
Slow. Oh, no, okay. You don't need to do that. But if you're pulling Nikolai Ehlers off his feet with your stick in the crook of his arm, that's ridiculous. So, yeah, it's a penalty because the stick's horizontal into the body, but you just go like this. Like if he didn't pull, it was ridiculous. Yeah, no. That's an embellishment.
No, come on.
Are you kidding me?
He catches him off guard. He pulls the stick. Look at his arm goes back. His stick goes flying. This is great radio. Right
my computer just actually died on that.
It was meant to be because I'm right.
We're
You're
arguing
wrong.
about
that was not an embellishment.
My God.
Sure, a little bit, but it's still a penalty.
Little bit.
It's still a penalty.
Gosh, man, that was awful.
Still a penalty, bro.
That was.
Koob, what do you think?
Well, I don't think a lot. I don't know. I don't really think
Just
it was
side
too
with
much.
me, buddy, please.
I feel like
Don't ride the fence on this one.
I feel like a kid, like having to pick a side here.
Okay,
boys.
hold on.
Like,
well, that's what we're. Yeah.
Hold on.
You guys are both right in your own ways.
There's no way that is.
That's a penalty.
Dude.
I'm not saying he didn't embellish it a little bit, but it's
a
penalty.
little bit.
But it's a penalty.
Come on.
It's a stupid penalty at that point of the game in a tie game to take Joaquin. Can you admit that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you should. Like, why risk it?
Why
right?
even try that?
Why risk it? But a guy like Stuart Skinner, the goalie interference thing, that should have been called then too, because that was like it's. Hold on, dude. He's reaching that far, and it's on his arm.
Yeah, but he still pulls it. His stick goes flying, Joaquin. You're telling me that Perry's that weak that his stick just went flying over? No, I thought it was a penalty. Sorry.
No.
Yeah. And Big Uke agrees with me. Chief Andy agrees with me.
It's a penalty, but it's also an embellishment. Like that is ridiculous. Like you didn't get pulled far that back with that. Not a chance.
We'll agree.
Off your skates? Like, come on.
Well, because he was caught off guard. Because no one expected him to do that.
Sorry, you guys. I guess it's a no-hitter out there. Like, that's crazy. That's just absolutely crazy.
You know what the perfect game is? No hits. Because it means you have the puck all the time. You remember who said that?
No.
Dallas Aiken.
Oh, did he?
With one of the Edmonton media.
Like, it's horrible. It's embellishment. They're both gone.
Phyllis says Ehlers is 160 pounds. Exactly. He was caught off guard. It was a lot of...
Yeah, one of the strongest skaters on the planet. Yeah, that takes him off.
On the planet. Koob, who's fighting on the nasty chat? What's going on?
I barely even know. I don't know. I feel like it's a civilized discussion a little bit. You
about
guys
the dive?
Can figure it out. Yeah.
About the non-dive and the stupid penalty by a veteran on the Oilers?
Look, you don't leave anything to chance, right? Tie game, late, don't...
So you're saying there's a chance,
but
right?
He shouldn't get pulled off his feet
But you're going fast, Gage, and you're on the ice.
Oh, sorry. I forgot. You played in the NHL.
Craig, the sound guy goes, it's a penalty, but the dive should have been called.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so...
I mean, if he goes like this and gets pulled, it's a penalty.
But his arm did.
Yeah, I know. That's all that should have happened there. That's all. I could do that to you and you wouldn't fall. I could pull as hard as possible on your arm. All that happens is your arm goes back.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, something's going on in the nasty chat. I'm trying to scroll up and see what's going on.
Jesus, that was terrible.
Well, it doesn't get nasty very often, but
Okay.
this is looking a little nasty in the chat.
It's
The YouTube chat for those who don't know.
Yeah,
well, don't worry about it. What's going on?
I have no idea.
Okay,
I'm trying to find it, but I can't.
You're just changing your F1 team, really.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
why
that
I
was
hate
terrible.
fantasy. 5 away. We only got 4 minutes. 5 away from 100. 5 away. So let's go.
No, that's it's crazy.
I don't know, man. I think I'm correct.
No,
No.
not here.
Oilers win tomorrow?
Yeah, I think they do. I think they
So do I.
they pull together and win as a group. That's a sign of a good team too. Like, do it for
Connor.
Do it for the German.
Do it for Johnny.
Do it for Johnny.
From what movie is that for?
That would be
The Outsiders.
Yay! All right.
What a cast.
You guys are never testing me on that movie now.
What a cast. So back in 1996 on this day, Police Academy 3 Back in Training debuted.
Really?
That was a good one. Also, Madonna on this day in 1989 released her 4th studio album, Like a Prayer. What a song.
Like a Prayer.
Eh? How good was that?
What song is in Daredevil Wolverine?
I have no idea.
Isn't that a Madonna song?
I never watched Daredevil.
Oh, I mean Deadpool Wolverine.
Never
Sorry,
watched
geez.
it.
What am I
I've
saying?
seen the other Deadpools. They're pretty funny. I like Ryan Reynolds. He makes me laugh.
He's a funny guy.
He is. What do you
He's in an episode of. Oh, I should ask Reed this. What episode is Ryan Reynolds in on the X-Files?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's a Reed. Do you know?
Or what happens? I guess. Probably not. Yeah, made his. What do you know? What happens in the episode that Ryan Reynolds is in on the X-Files? That
I think it's called syzygy or something like that. I don't know how to say it. And it's the one with the two or three high school girls, and they're doing some sort of weird ritual or something like that. That's not a very good summary, but that's my best recollection. I think
Wow.
it's called.
You're a psychopath, just like me.
Look up. I don't know how to say it. Is it syzygy, like SYZYGY, something like that? But I don't fully remember that episode very well.
Oh, I do.
Is that the name of the episode?
I don't know. Which one is it? Yeah, syzygy. Yeah.
Wow.
You're right. Wow, that's.
But I don't remember him in it that much. I remember more the one that Luke Wilson was in called Bad Blood with the town of vampires. And it was one of those, it was told from Scully's perspective. And then they'd
that
have
was
the same
funny
scene
one,
from
right?
Mulder's perspective. Yeah. And Mulder had him like with these big buck teeth and really stupid. And
Those were
she
good.
had him.
I like those stupid episodes.
And I think those were the ones Gilligan wrote, right? The guy that
Yeah.
went on to do Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. That's where they came up with the idea for Breaking Bad, too.
Oh, while he was working on X-Files?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ryan Reynolds didn't last long in that episode. They killed him in that. They were kind of like Carrie. They were witches, right? And they hated it, loved it. Like they were. Anyways, is anyone still listening?
Yeah, happy to be here, guys.
Good stuff.
All right. That's going to do it for us. It's been a fun show, Joaquin. A big weekend coming up for the Oilers. They play Seattle tomorrow at 8. Don't forget the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show at 7 o'clock with Tommy G. We'll be back late Saturday night for the postgame show. But Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne coming up from 3 to 6. And Hello Hockey tomorrow, 10 to noon. We have hit 100 thumbs up. Thank you for all the support this week. And we look forward to chatting with you guys next week as well. For Joaquin, Gage, Zach Kubusch, I'm Hernan Salas. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the game tomorrow. Ciao for now.